Hey, what's up guys, TechTitan here and I'm back again with a brand new video. So before I begin, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that being said, this is the Samsung Galaxy A35 5G preview. So I'm getting an actual unit in-house very soon in the next couple of days. So that's when I'll be making my unboxing, first look and impressions and all that good stuff. But this should give us a good idea of what the Galaxy A54's replacement is going to be in the United States. Alright, so essentially what that means is that unfortunately for Galaxy lovers, the A55 will not be dropping in the United States. Instead, we will get this version, which is, you can think of it as a slightly tweaked A54. So let's go ahead and run through the design itself. So the Galaxy A35 has a familiar design, so glass back, plastic sides. Basically, this is going to be not a matte finish like we see on the A15 or the A25, but it's going to be this glossy glass material. And on the back, you also get a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main sensor, as well as a 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 5 megapixel macro sensor. So very similar sensor to the Galaxy A54, and it should perform very similar. Now the price of this phone is $399, so keep that in mind if you're interested in purchasing this phone as soon as it comes out. And if you look at the bottom of the phone, you'll see a couple of things. One, you'll get to see your USB-C port that does support up to 25 watt of wired charging, and you can also tell that it follows a very similar theme to the Galaxy A15 and the Galaxy A25, with this more squared off finish to it rather than this kind of curvature on the side. So that makes this phone a little bit more grippier and just feels better in the hand. You also get your speaker at the bottom as well as two microphones. As far as your right hand side goes, here's what you'll end up getting. So you have your power button / volume up and down. And basically you will get the same indentation to kind of dictate where the power button and the volume up and down without changing the material of the design. So it looks cool. It looks a little bit better and a little bit cleaner than the Galaxy A15 and the Galaxy A25. Now if you look at the top, you get your SIM tray that also does support a micro SD card slot, and you also on the front you do get your display, which is a 6.6 inches 1080p Super AMOLED display that does support 120 Hz of high refresh rate as well as 1000 nits of peak brightness. And you also get a screen to body ratio of about 84.8%, and it does have 390 pixels per inch and uses the same glass technology as the Galaxy A55, which is Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. On the same display you get your front facing camera, which does shoot at 13 megapixels, and you can actually record 4K video from the front facing camera, which is pretty cool. Now if you kind of want to kind of nitpick, you can tell that the bezels are not the smallest in the world, at least not as small as like the Galaxy A54, but they're still pretty good in my opinion. As far as your specs go, you get a couple of new changes. Well, honestly, not that new. So you get the same chipset from last year's A54, which is the Exynos 1380 based on a 5nm architecture. It is octa-core. You also get the Mali G68 for your GPU, 128GB of storage, as well as 6GB of RAM standard. You can get this phone at up to 12GB of RAM, which is a little bit overkill for this phone, but overall seems to be kind of a good phone. However, I feel like this device will go under the radar. The reason I'm saying that is because, one, it's not really... Do you think that this is a phone that people will be interested in, or do you think, like I think, that this phone will go under the radar? The unboxing and impressions will come really soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.